Hi, I'm Rosie Blancas.
Yadira Guzman.
My name is Estefania Padilla.
And I'm Alma Prez.
And we're from Calistoga High School.
Just to get a sense of how small Calistoga is, you can be walking downtown and you'll always see a familiar face. You'll always see someone that you know. That really brings the warmth from the atmosphere that Calistoga has.
But it can be divided almost equally. About 50% of Calistoga's residents are Hispanic, and about 48% are white, and 2%.
Civic engagement is working with your community to make your daily life a better place.
What do you think about being civically engaged?
I think it's a good thing. I think that being civically engaged is something it's better than good. I'd say it's necessary at times. I think that it's something where it should be kind of instilled at a younger age, especially when you're looking at a smaller community. It can apply to bigger communities, obviously, but especially when you're looking at a smaller community, whether it's the school, if you're considering that school your community, or if you're considering the town that community.
We talked about the engagement, not just of the Latino community, but everybody, because let me tell you, it's not so good overall with people that used to vote in the past and they're just not coming out to vote. So I think in your case, yes, I would, to answer your question, I would be happy to support you in any way that I could, because I believe it's important. And it's particularly important, I think, for the Latino community in general. We're finding more and more leaders that on the local level, in Calistoga, in Napa, that are Latino leaders that are, well, I don't know if you're familiar with these.
In our research, we found out that our older generations are not voting, although the younger generations do plan on voting. But what if the younger generations follow in the steps of the older generations? This is exactly why it's necessary to inform people why it's important to vote.
So how can we change that, and why is it specifically that Latinos in general, Hispanics, have a very low voter turnout? Why do you think that is?
I think it's because they don't have someone to ask. I feel like they don't really have enough resources. Like, probably their parents didn't vote, so they just don't vote either.
So maybe awareness, education, potentially. Okay, just think about, especially as the candidates for the presidential race are getting ready to go out and seek out the vote of different groups, by the way. One of the, actually, Hispanics, Latinos have always been considered to be what they call the sleeping giant when it comes to politics. You know why that is? No? Have you ever heard that term? Mm-hmm. Because the Latinos, are the youngest population in the United States. Youngest, okay? High percentage, which means that if indeed we were to exercise our political power, our political clout, we would really make a huge difference in the conditions, working conditions, education, everything that you can think of when it comes to Latinos. Because politicians, what are they interested in? If they want power, if they want to be in a position in government, what do they need?
The support of the people. And they
like to provide voting sessions for those family members, voting drives as well, and we would also have like an increased accessibility to voting registration forms, and we would also like to send out voting registration cards, like reminders, so they're informed about the things like